Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of the FauxShow. Today is Sunday, July 12th. My name is Angela.
And my name is Chris.
And as most of you know, the FauxShow is not a real show.
What?
It is a social experience because I don't look at you.
What?
I look at the chat room which I have here on my iPad.
Oh, chat room, I got that full screen on my screen.
It's over there on a monitor where we can see ourselves,
Nice.
but it is in the best lower third on the internet.
Hold on. How did that get there?
There it is.
That's unbelievable. Look at that. It's all live and stuff over jblive.tv.
Pioneered by the FauxShow.
Just bring that up from time to time. Don't you bitter. What are we talking about today?
I'm not bitter.
How? Okay, Angela, I got a question for you.
Yes.
You know, every now and then the FauxShow has a show where I kind of feel like,
Wow.
I feel like maybe I haven't lived life to its fullest. And I feel like this might be one of those episodes because I am 33 years old, and today we are talking about 29 things you were supposed to do before you turn 30, and I'm wondering how many of these are going to be on the list that I never did.
I know. Well, the good thing is that all of them can still be done now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, right?
All right.
That's what's great about this episode is even if you're already past 30 or maybe you're even just like 19, it will all be helpful.
I love
it.
Okay, that makes me feel better. All right,
Yes.
Andrews. So where do we start?
So the first one is travel more. And just for
That's an obvious one.
Just for
Come on.
everybody. I am 31, so yeah. It says when you're in your 20s, you have less things tying you down. Move multiple times, travel a ton, open yourself up to the world. It is the best teacher and investment. We failed at that.
Well, yeah, but I mean, a lot of people fail at that.
It just might not be your thing, and that's okay.
Yeah,
So let's see what the next thing is.
All right, number 2.
Let go of the people who pull you down or discourage you.
Oh.
Now, this is really hard because, as we grow up and we're in school, we learn that, like the people around us are the people that we just have to live with, But then once we get into our 20s and we can change jobs, we learn to, socialize with new people. They're a little more disposable, I guess is a better way to say it.
I think you learn you have less time, and the people you associate yourself with have a bigger impact on your life than you realize. And so you want to make sure that you're spending your time right, and that the people you're with are helping you become more than what you are in some way, even if it's some really small way. Mm-hmm. And you don't want to be stuck with people that kind of make you focus on the stuff that makes you feel bad about yourself or the things that aren't good in your life, because there's no real growth there. Is that kind of what it's saying?
Yeah.
I like that one.
I think so.
That's a good one.
And I think, you as you go through your 20s, you're sometimes in multiple relationships where you kind of learn this as well.
Brown cow.
But, we've been together since I was 15.
Really?
Wow. Yeah.
Old lady.
I know. Well, older guy.
All right.
Figure out what you want to do in life and go do it. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me think. I guess when you were 22 or 23, 24 even. When he was 24, he started podcasting.
Really? That long ago?
Yeah, 9 years ago. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Right. Anyway, so don't let anything, family, friends, yourself, get in the way. Your 20s are for laying the groundwork for the type of life you want to live. So I would say that we've done pretty good at that one.
Yeah. I guess so. It was sort of instinctual. It wasn't like a planned thing necessarily, but yeah, it did work out okay.
Well, no, it was. I mean, you dabbled in it, and then we made it our living. We did it.
Yeah, but when I was younger, I thought I would do IT for the rest of my life. I thought I would.
Yeah, well, then you got an insane burnout. All right, number 4: live alone on your own. It's not
a bad one.
I know, not one that we can.
Yeah, because even when we lived apart for a little while, you still lived with family.
Yeah. And you always had a roommate.
It's true.
Like before I was able to move out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and now we got kids.
Yeah, right? So we'll never live alone again.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Actually, yeah, kids are staying longer. Like, it's kind of crazy.
Not
all right.
Kids.
Fall in love often, which I don't know if I agree with that. That seems kind of weird. But you may date around, fall in love a few times, and hopefully learn from all the mistakes you made. Either way, you'll get good practice for when you're finally ready to settle down.
Truth to that.
Well, yeah.
I think that's
kind of. It seems kind of scary to me.
Oh, how so?
I don't know. Just if you fall in love often, it probably means that you
get your heart broken.
Yes, that there's pain.
Yeah, that's true. That's life. That's part of the reason I think they suggest you do it. The more you know, Andrews, the more you know.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Alton Brown. I love Alton Brown too, chat room. I do too. All right, Andrews.
All right, learn to let go. It doesn't say what in particular, but it's not a bad idea.
That's not what I learned.
That's not what you learned?
No, it's not what I've learned. No.
Yeah. I think you might be starting a little bit.
Trying to. Yeah.
All right. Make friends everywhere.
Hey, oh, yeah, that's a good
this
one.
When I was, this is where I stopped looking at.
You're like, I like this one.
I haven't seen the ones after this, but when I saw this, I'm like, this is it. This is so true, and it's something that both you and I are just doing naturally in our 30s.
Yeah.
Make friends everywhere. Delivering a positive attitude and friendly manner is the best thing you can ever do. Wherever you go, you should meet and get to know as many people and their life stories. Sucks? What?
Hello.
Such experiences help in becoming a better person. So, in the last pre-show, you were talking about the brewery that you went to.
The Wonder Brewery.
And just people were randomly sitting down with you.
Yeah.
Welcome that. In the past, it'd be like, what the
What?
F are you
No,
doing?
this is my private space.
Yeah, like I'm
this
just
is this whole table's my bubble.
my bubble.
That's what I would have been like in the past.
Get out of my bubble.
This is my bubble. All right, I like that one a lot. All right, what else do we got, Andrews?
Experience. All right, make mistakes. Everyone around you will tell you to play it safe, to not risk anything. Don't follow that path. Take your chances. Okay. Do what you feel like doing. You will always be proud of the things you did, no matter if you failed or succeeded. Not trying is the worst form of failure.
That goes back to that one fall in love.
Keep that in mind. Yeah. Yeah, just go for it. Mm-hmm. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Right? We'll just kind of...
Woo!
I know,
it's hard.
Right?
It's easier said. I
know. Yeah, incorporating all of them, though.
Yeah. All right, what else we got?
Read. Reading some books is like talking to the authors. Learn from them and experience what they had experienced.
Okay.
I think that's good. I think I've read 3 books this year, which isn't a lot because we're halfway through the year. We're halfway through this year.
Yeah, I just feel like today, that's not as applicable as it used to be with audiobooks and podcasts and things like that. It just doesn't feel as applicable as it used to be.
Well, it depends. Yeah, I guess. I'm trying to get through Game of Thrones, but it's not a nighttime reading book, and that's the only time I get to read. Yeah. So
it's a good driving book, but you need to get an audio form.
Yeah. I did just get a book last night, though, that I want to tell you about.
Oh, yeah?
Later.
Okay.
So start using your own instincts and experience to judge situations. I think this comes naturally, but don't follow don't follow my advice or anyone else's, which is funny because...
Here's how I take this one. Is, a lot of times, like when you're younger, people will tell you how something's supposed to be or the way you're supposed to do something, and your gut instinct will kind of be like, I don't think that's right, and... If my gut's right, that means such a big thing would have to be different, or so much change would have to happen that I'm not going to go with my gut. Instead, I'm going to go with what everybody's telling me because that's easier. Mm-hmm. And I think when you get older, you start to realize, no, that instinct I had was right every single damn time.
Right.
And now I've just got to go with it.
Yeah, it's actually a chemical reaction that's separate from like your brain thinking, the gut reaction. It literally is a physical thing. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
All right, number whatever.
Move somewhere new. Move to at least one major city or at least out of your hometown. People who have never lived anywhere but home are less worldly and familiar with different cultures or viewpoints. So this is interesting. So I never thought that we'd live in the city that we live in.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. But it is good that we moved out of our hometown.
I suppose so.
We did live in several different places of our hometown and then nearby too, but all right, stop setting milestones that correspond to an age and just live your life.
Wait a minute, this whole thing is... Wait a minute.
Well, did you notice it's 29 things to do before you're 30 and 29 is right before 30?
Yes, I caught that. I caught
that. Yeah, after 25, I stopped, there was no big 30, dirty 30, anything, no age is really important. I think maybe 40 might be the next one, but
whatever, you're living your dirty 30s right now.
No, I know. No, but there wasn't some huge celebration or milestone. I wasn't trying to do anything.
That's when I kind of had a big reflection on do I really want to stay in IT after I turn 30, or if I'm going to make a change, do I need to make it now?
Let's all move to Mexico.
I like that one. Or Canada. That'd be good too. All right, Andrews, what do we got next on the list?
Jordan Sin is working on moving to Washington. Awesome. Run a marathon, which, I walk. I do exercise. Exercise is really important to do after you're 30, especially if you've had kids, because I'm telling you, the weight doesn't go away as easily at all, even if you're breastfeeding. It just doesn't.
I've noticed that for myself.
Yeah, right. After my pregnancy, Chris, it took so long for him to lose the weight.
Yeah, and I constantly tried breastfeeding Angela, and it did not work.
Oh my God. Okay, you can at least not include me in such a gross.
Well, who else am I going to breastfeed?
That just reminds me
Not my own children. That'd be disgusting.
That reminds me of Family Guy.
I know, but I'm not going there. I'm not going there.
You just did.
But not with a child.
Gross.
I went with you.
Oh my God. Good. I'm so glad that we choose a title before the end of the show. All
right, Andrews, what's the next one on our list?
Let's see. Have a hobby. Find one and spend your time on it. Over the long run, you will greatly benefit from it.
I agree. And don't make it your job.
Yeah, that's true. Get to know yourself, learn what you like, what you care about, what you love, appreciate the world, all the chances you have, and allow yourself to fall and start again whenever you think is necessary. It's necessary.
All right.
Don't put so much pressure on yourself.
Here's the thing. That is such great wisdom that nobody's going to listen to. That's what I have an issue with some of this. Like sometimes, like there's things that you hear that you've heard so many times that until you get to a place in your life, you're like, oh shit, that's what they've meant. Until you get to that point, it's just
well, getting to know yourself is good.
Bam, chicka, wow, wow.
No, oh my God. Okay.
It is good.
Get rid of that thread of thoughts putting so much pressure on you that you have to have all your life figured out before you're 30. So.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I just go with the flow.
Yeah.
Invest in knowledge or Apple stock. Like if everybody would have done that, like
just back before the iPod.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be rich.
Right?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, you know what? Let me go back to that one. Invest in knowledge. Patreon.com/today. No.
Wow.
Just kidding.
Wow. Nice.
No. But we are very informative, not necessarily in the FauxShow because it's sort of biased and opinionated and not necessarily a real show. I
like that you slam our own show, right?
No, I know, right?
But this show is a real crapper.
No. No, I just mean, like, I'm sure you've learned something this episode.
Yeah.
You're gonna be done watching this, and you're gonna get up off of that couch, and you're gonna go do something.
If nothing else, at least the Awkward Boners episode.
Right? Oh man, yes.
All right, come on.
Okay, define your meaning of success. I think that is important. We have very different ideas of what success is. Too bad it's none of our faces, because your face just absolutely lit up while laughing in my face. Like it was. Oh man, that's too bad that you're.
That's a good one.
We do. We really do. And it's so discuss it with your partner too if you.
Get on the same page.
Yeah, tried it. Like or see like if there's if there's not.
What she's saying is you want to be on the same page, not butting heads. All right, Andrew.
All right, spend some time with nature. Yes.
You just did that this morning.
Yes, but I did day camping, and it's so much fun. I just like nature. I like rivers. I like trees.
See, unfortunately,
rocks.
Not everybody lives in the best state.
I know.
In the United States of America.
Yeah, so go to Grand Forks, North Dakota.
And you think about it, we're pretty privileged because, as everybody knows, the United States is the best country in the world, obviously. Right? Does everybody know that, right, Ange?
Yeah.
And then, of course, Washington is the best state in the United States of America. So, ergo, the best place to live in the world, obviously, is Washington State.
You totally went right past my joke.
Because it wasn't as funny as my
arrogant. It was great.
I was trying to make a funny, arrogant United States joke and piss off people that don't live in the U.S.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. All right, Anders, what's next on the list?
Okay. Repeat after me. I am confident I can do this well, so I deserve it. That's what I say every time I'm in the Dairy Queen drive-thru. Getting a blizzard.
Yeah, that's right.
Just kidding. I am confident I can do this well.
I don't think
so
you are
I
kidding.
deserve it.
I don't think you are kidding. I think that is what you say to yourself.
No, it is good to have self-confidence, though.
Yeah, but don't move to Washington. It rains all the time.
It doesn't.
Shut up.
Oh,
don't
okay. Sorry.
Dude,
all right, don't settle. Don't settle.
Yeah,
Just don't settle.
Don't settle by moving to Washington because it rains here all the time.
Don't settle here.
Don't settle here. It rains constantly.
Yeah. All right. If you don't do this already, call your parents regularly and tell them how much you appreciate all they have done for you.
Oh, jeez.
That's a hard one.
Give me a break.
I don't know about everybody else, but it's really hard. Like, I don't remember a lot of my upbringing, but what I do remember, my mom wasn't there.
Well, I would say as a parent...
like, she was working.
Here's my point. As a parent, you don't do it because you want one day to get a thank you. That's not the reason you do it as a parent. That's what I don't like about it.
Yeah.
All right, Anders. Next one.
Okay. We're on 23 of 30, which I thought there were 29. Okay. Work several jobs. Yeah. Well, we all do that. All right. The single most important thing you can do at any age or as soon as possible is figure out who you are and work toward that. We already read that.
I was find your O spot.
Oh. Oh. Oh, you got right in my face. All right. Start saving money and stay the hell away from debt.
Oh.
I got your face. I remembered it, but I wanted it on mine because I hate debt. Hate it.
What else is on the list, Andrew?
Somebody else doesn't. All right. Oh, look. Oh, all right. Your face. Your effing face. Get your heart broken.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
This list has fallen off the rails
I know,
so
right?
fast.
Yeah, it's feeling duplicative. Like I said, I only went to number 7. All right. Volunteer for international humanitarian aid organizations.
Like the FauxShow.
We are international.
And we do desperately need aid.
All right. Vote.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
as
you
a
should
host
do
of
that.
Unfiltered, what do you think of that?
Yeah, you should do that. I mean, we vote. We should do that.
It may not matter, but at least you could say you did, right?
Well,
I mean, it may not make a difference, right? Because isn't a lot of elections
I don't want to get into politics on the phone.
rigged?
So come on now.
Okay, 29 of 30. Only the same 2 things at any stage of your life. Find a not too compromising way to have a roof on top of your head, whichever kind suits you. Make sure you find yourself dancing, singing, and observing life with admiration often enough. And that's really interesting because 1, I have dance parties regularly with the kids.
That's true.
And 2, Chris has pointed out how I do observe nature, like and admire like clouds or sunsets or whatever. Like
you're always catching your eye and stuff.
Yeah. I am always trying to be aware, and
as long as you're not looking at your phone or your watch, you're present.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is about 70% of the time. It's about somewhere in there that you're one or the other.
Yeah.
Andrew, there's a rumor out there that there is something coming.
Yes. FauxShow Awards. Yep, there it is. Sorry about the audio people that were like, did my show just cut out? FauxShow Awards are coming up. I'm pretty sure we're going to do it next week, right? Because today was supposed to be a video or the game playing thing.
Oh, right, yeah.
But we ended up, we should have mentioned that.
So I'll mention that real quick. We were going to do the gameplay today, but I found out that if you downloaded Distance from the Humble Store, it's probably not launching for you under Linux. So if you get it from the Steam store, it does launch. We're going to work those bugs out. Maybe have a fix for you or something like that. We'll figure that out. So next week or 2.
Yep. But so FauxShow Awards next week. Get your submissions in, please. Like within the next couple days. Like I could probably accommodate 3 days before Sunday. So Friday.
So send them to Angela@JupiterBroadcasting.com. Put in the description. Put in the subject.
Description.
The description or the subject line that it's for the award show. And remember, if it's a video or something like that, link it to YouTube. Don't attach it directly.
Your summer project.
Yeah. Your picture is appreciated. Your IRC handle, Twitter alias, or whatever you go by.
We definitely have enough to do a show, but we can always use more. Everybody gets an award, and we dress up snazzy.
Oh, that's right. I haven't done that for a while.
I wonder. We need to figure out something else.
Maybe we could go a different route.
Okay.
Maybe we just go
less. Wear less. Uh-oh.
All right.
Okay.
Maybe
anyway, and we'll put the curtains up and everything.
Yeah, we'll get the curtains up.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It has been a very long time. So, and then I got an email this morning, actually, that I wanted to include in the mail sack, but I didn't get the mail sack together, of what a future award show will be. So you'll find out next week at the end of the show if I will do that suggestion.
All right. There you go. So join us at jblive.tv. We do the show on Sunday. Go to jupiterbroadcasting.com/calendar to get that in your local time. But just show up for the Linux Action Show and stick around for the FO. Is that it, Andrews?
That is everything for this episode of the FauxShow. We'll see you next week. Did you enjoy this FauxShow? Well, guess what? You can catch more at jupiterbroadcasting.com and subscribe to the weekly RSS feed.
I feel like there's another way we could approach this. You ready?
Okay.
Hey, Ange, I noticed your hair looks a little sexed today. Could you explain yourself?
Yes, actually. I did not, in fact, have sex. I walked the trail, the Centennial Trail, and it is like humid as F out there.
Yeah. And by the way, if you hear something in the background that is not motorboating, that is actually the Arlington fly-in. There's just a lot of planes flying overhead, and they're just going to be picked up in the background. That's not actually motorboating in the background.
What?